Many people who are against the 9/11 truth movement say that we offend the firefighters, offend the first responders, offend the police officers. These people are on our side. They know what's going on.
My name is Lukadowski. I'm a 20-year-old college student, and I live in New York City. I've been living here for about 11 years now. The first person that I knew that was sick was David Miller, and I think I've been knowing him for about 3 years, 3.5 years for now. He came down to our events at this church that we used to hold, and you know, he just came down there with his breathing machine, and the guy was just sick. The guy's losing his teeth. Seeing him, that he's literally coughing up blood, like a whole chunks of blood and just dirt and filth. It's like wow, man. Like, if this could be done to a national hero, a guy who fought in Iraq, it could be done to everybody.
Everybody, please give a huge round of applause for my good friend David Miller.
My name's David Miller. On September 11th, 2001, along with hundreds of my fellow troops, I went to Ground Zero. No one asked us, no orders were given. We went because our city, our country, our neighbors were under attack. And we knew what to do, or at least we thought we did. On September 13th, we marched back in groups of 2s and 3s at first, and then dozens until there must have been more than 200 of us, carrying ropes, ladders, tools of every kind, back into the smoke and the poison and rubble, where we reached an intersection with hundreds of civilians cheering us on. Our uniforms were torn and soiled. Our resolve was simple: to stay and dig as long as we had any hope to save anybody. I want to tell you about how sick so many of these brave men and women have become. I want to tell you about how the mayor refused to accept the fact that not dozens, not hundreds, but many thousands of us were contaminated, sickened, and poisoned by the most toxic combinations of building materials in the history of disaster relief, and that for 5 terrible years, he ignored that fact. 5 years of our family members watching us drop dead. And every time popular mechanics calls the people of this movement nuts, these propagandists, professional liars and tools who cannot even by any stretch of the imagination be considered journalists, strike another nail into the coffin of another rescue worker.